Calaroga Shark Media.
Hey there, I'm Johnny Mac with your daily comedy news. Let's start out in Los Angeles. Some comedy clubs had to close as the fires spread. The Comedy Store announced they would be closed, saying, "We prioritize the safety of our staff, performers, and audience. We're working on rescheduling the shows for the dates and will provide an update soon." The Laugh Factory similarly closed, announcing on Instagram the shows had been canceled. All ticket holders will be refunded. On the TV side, Jimmy Kimmel Live has shut down production on his Tuesday monologue, which was taped at 4:30 p.m. Pacific time. Jimmy said he had no power at his house and joked that he might have to sleep over at Guillermo's. Jimmy did get a joke in, saying the wind is especially scary here in LA because of all the Botox. We're not used to seeing things move at all. Also shut down The Price is Right. I'll mention that because comedian Drew Carey hosts it, and CBS's After Midnight. The late night shows did discuss it. They treaded lightly. Seth Meyers said before we kick things off, "We just want to send our love to everybody in the LA area and California right now who are dealing with wildfires. The scenes we're seeing on television are obviously harrowing, and there are no real words that I can share other than we're thinking about you and hoping for your safety." Jimmy Fallon said, "I just want to say that our hearts go out to everyone in Los Angeles right now dealing with the massive wildfires out there. You just see the footage on TV. It's surreal. We have so many friends who have been affected. We just hope that everybody stays safe, including all the firefighters and everyone else trying to contain it. Stay safe. We love you, LA." Stephen Colbert said, "We know the people of Los Angeles are resourceful and kind, and they're doing everything they can do to help one another. We want to send our love and concern to all the residents of Los Angeles who are facing what is being described as the most destructive fire in the city's history." Joan Rivers' daughter Melissa shared that she had just a few minutes to save a couple items from her house, which was destroyed by the fire. She told CNN, "I kind of had a mental checklist. I made sure that we got passports, birth certificates, medication, clothing. I was just out shopping for clothes. It started to hit me. We literally just had what we had on our backs. I grabbed whatever was there. In my personal situation, that's it. That's the end of everything that belonged to my family and the history of it. To be 100% honest, I grabbed my mom's Emmy, a photo of my dad, and a drawing that my mother had done of me and my son." Melissa shared that the Emmy is Joan's Daytime Emmy statue, which she won on behalf of the Joan Rivers Show in 1990 for Outstanding Talk/Service Show Host. Gene Smart, star of Hacks, has called on the networks to skip awards season. In her statement, Gene Smart said, "With all due respect, during Hollywood's season of celebration, I hope any of the networks televising the upcoming awards will seriously consider not televising them and donating the revenue they would have garnered to the victims of the fires and the firefighters." She labeled her post with the word attention in all caps at the start. I'm not at all convinced that that is something the networks are going to do. The award shows will happen, in my opinion. Shifting gears, Jim Gaffigan was on the Kelly Clarkson show and asked Kelly, "What is going on with the feet?" You see, he noticed that Kelly Clarkson was barefoot at the beginning of their interview. Kelly explained, "I feel more grounded when I sing if I'm barefoot." Jim then speculated on why she might not have shoes on and did a high-pitched voice saying, "I feel more grounded when I sing if I'm barefoot. I can feel the ground." Nikki Glaser tells the Wall Street Journal she regrets her 2018 season of Dancing with the Stars. She was the first contestant eliminated. Glaser said, "That was truly a low point of my life. I never thought I'd be in first place, but I thought I might last longer than the blind woman on the show." Roy Wood Jr. has a special coming out on January 17th. There is a trailer, and I'm going to go first here. I think this material is hacky. I think the material is weak. And to my ears, it sounds if perhaps, possibly, maybe, conceivably, the laughter is added in, which, happens in trailers. But this whole piece here, not good. Let's listen.
We ain't gonna make it. What happened to connection? It's gone. I was at the gun range and I saw somebody get bad service at the gun range. How you gonna be rude to somebody who showed up to practice murder? Account security questions are just us reminiscing about when life was better. Remember when you had a home filled with love? What street was that house on before your daddy got your auntie pregnant and now you got a brother cousin? Retail changed. They locked up everything, and then they mad at us because we need the key. Only time you see an employee at the grocery store is when you do self-checkout wrong. Well, what you done to the machine? Get your ass up. You ever seen a couple so happy it ruined the date that you own? We get mad if the phone rings. That was invented for talking. Oh, hell no. You got to text me first.
Hilarious Lonely Flowers, January 17th. Amer announced a new stand-up comedy tour beginning in February, titled Amer, El Oso Palestino, Spanish for the Palestinian Bear. On the tour, Mo will discuss life, family, and his journey as a new dad in today's political climate. We'll also shortly get season 2, the final season of Netflix's Mo, a good show. If you want to go see Mo, he's really good. February 13th in Milwaukee is when the tour starts. I'm not going to read 50 dates to you, but it goes through May 16th in Washington, D.C. The Kansas City Chiefs are getting into comedy for some reason. The Magic Number features Pete Holmes, and it'll debut on the Chiefs' websites on Tuesday. The Magic Number is an original, lighthearted, multi-episode buddy-style comedy series. It'll be on Chiefs YouTube and Chiefs official social channels, 3 p.m. Central Time Tuesday. The Magic Number follows 2 fans on an adventurous quest for their third friend, hoping to bring the team good luck. By the way, do you hear my voice going? This is what happens when you spend 15 hours on a plane. My fellow passengers, come on, guys. If you're coughing, wear a mask. I should have worn a mask. That's on me. The multi-part series promises to deliver a mix of humor, heart, and playful storytelling. The comedy is voiced by Chiefs fan Jason Sudeikis. Key cast members include Pete Holmes. Pete said, "I had so much fun with this Chiefs playoffs campaign. The story celebrates the connection and companionship sports brings, and I'm excited to share this adventure with all the fans. The cast and the crew were amazing. Holly, David, and I ruined a bunch of takes, cracking each other up, and I love playing a part in this fun take on fandom." I've been doing this for a while. That was written by somebody in the publicity department, and Pete signed off on it. Would be my guess, perhaps, possibly, maybe. And if the Chiefs make the Super Bowl, they might want to head over to 50 Cent's Super Bowl comedy block party. That'll be Saturday, February 8th, although, you might nitpick what they're doing at a comedy show the night before the Super Bowl. 50 Cent's Super Bold comedy block party features 50 Cent, Bill Bellamy, Chico Bean, and DC Young Fly. Bad Bunny finally weighed in on Tony Hinchcliffe's Puerto Rico joke. Bad Bunny told the New York Times it was a real moment of frustration. Yeah, I know he's a comedian, blah, 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 but that wasn't a stand-up comedy show. It was supposed to be a political rally. He was in a suit. I was like, oh, he's a politician. Then people told me, no, it's a comedian. It wasn't funny for a lot of reasons. I have a great sense of humor, and I like dark humor, but there's places and there's circumstances for that. James Acaster turned 40 yesterday and says, "It feels wild with the pandemic. Suddenly we were 2 years older. I feel like, nah, I'm still 37, aren't I? When I turned 30, I loved it, actually, because in my 20s, I thought, oh, I'm an adult now. I really need to know stuff. I need to understand the world. Then when I turned 30, I realized, oh, I'm never going to understand anything. And that felt a lot better. Now I'm turning 40. We'll see what the revelation is. Ultimately, I guess I'm just lucky I'm still here. That's good. Just got to focus on that." Russell Brand busted for speeding. He's been fined after pleading guilty to speeding. Apparently, Russell was driving his Mini at 95 miles an hour on the M4 last June. He also was busted for driving the Mini at 37 miles per hour in a 30-mile-an-hour zone. He did not attend the hearing. He was handed 3 penalty points for the 37-mile-per-hour breach and 5 points for the 95-mile-an-hour speeding. On top of the 3 points he already had on his license, that gives him a total of 11. Drivers who get 12 or more points within a 3-year period face a ban. The judge fined him £3,457 for the offenses. Russell could probably afford a car service. And Jim Norton has joined the exclusive club of people who worked at SiriusXM and got shown the door. Welcome to the club, Jim. After 20 years, Jim Norton is out. He had been hosting a show with Sam Roberts. Jim announced his new podcast, Jim Norton Can't Save You. On the podcast, he shared that he was expecting and received a lowball offer during the holidays. Jim is a good guy. I've worked with him a few times. Really like Jim a lot. Best of luck with your podcast. And that is your comedy news for today. If you enjoy the program, tell a friend about it. They might like it too. Please feel encouraged to join us in the Facebook group, which is Daily Comedy News Podcast Group. I'll see you tomorrow.